Hello together. My name is Robert. I'm a nature photographer since more than 20 years now. And the purpose of this video is to introduce you a little bit to the new Nikon Z6iii. I own already the Z9 for some years now, 3 years almost. And the reason why I bought this Nikon Z6iii is sometimes I just want to have a lighter body when I go on hiking trips, for example. Or if I go for longer trips, I always take a second body with me, just in case my main camera breaks down. And also because of the lower resolution, I'm hoping that the ISO performance is a little bit better than on the Z9. And I went to different locations the last 14 days. I photographed birds, I did some macro shots, and I just wanted to see how the autofocus performance is, how the low ISO performance is, for example, if I'm happy with the camera, if it performs what I expect from it, let's say. And let's get started.
I went first to a small pond where the marsh hares were still breeding. I connected my field recorder to the camera so I can share what I saw in the viewfinder. And I was several times there with the Z9 before, so I have a good understanding how well the Z9 autofocus does in this area and compared a little bit to the Z6iii. So I would say the Z9 autofocus does a little bit better in terms of subject tracking. It feels a little bit more stickier than the Z6iii, and even detects the subject itself much earlier than the Z6 when the subject is very small in frame, for example. And but I was not unhappy with the performance of the Z6iii because I got my photographs I wanted, and if the bird is big like this here in frame, then you have no issues at all. So let's see some results. Next, I wanted to visit a nice spot which I recently found. It's close by my home, so I took my bike and went for a ride. Hopefully I will find many flowers and insects there. I didn't want to carry an extra tripod with me, so maybe this is a good reason to test the vibration reduction and the IBIS. Unfortunately, there was now an electric fence and goats inside. Want to say something? No? Okay. So I had to go on and search for a different place. I managed to get some nice macro photographs. I didn't have my tripod with me, so every shot here, every photograph is handheld. And I have to say the vibration reduction and the IBIS did a very good job here. Close by I found a few ground squirrels, and it was very hard to photograph them because they were so shy, so I had to put my camera onto the ground and photograph them while I was lying next to the camera on the right side. I had a difficult time focusing here because there was so much grass in between the subject and the lens, but on the other hand it gave me a really nice blurry surrounding and background.
So, now come to the summary of this short video. I like the overall performance of the camera. I had never problems running in any buffer issues or something. Even when I shooting for a few seconds, I had no issues with that. The AF performance is a little bit different than the Z9. The Z9, of course, also has a, when it comes to bird photography, the Z9 has a dedicated bird detection mode, which this one doesn't have. And I found it sometimes hard to focus on birds that are in front of a busy background, for example. Here is the Z9 really much better, I would say. Yeah? Also, when the bird is very far away, the Z9 detects it much better and much faster. And I really hope that the Nikon is bringing this bird detection AF also, or this, let's say, the dedicated bird AF, as it is on the Z8 and Z9, as well to the Z6. I think this camera would deserve it. I think it's also fast enough to do that. So yeah, let's hope and see if Nikon is bringing a firmware update for this camera as well, where we have a dedicated bird mode. I'm really missing that, I have to say. But the overall performance, as I said, is really nice, and it fits my needs, I would say, because I'm not using this as a main camera. So all times can go back to the Z9 if I are in difficult situations and have problems with the F, most likely. On this camera, I don't know, we will see, time will tell us. But yeah, otherwise, the only thing that bugged me a little bit was this fully articulated screen. Some people may like it if they do wheel locking whatsoever and they have to see themselves. Of course, it's nice, no question. But my problem was with this, because sometimes I want to connect the field recorder to the HDMI port, and then I'm working sometimes low on the ground. For example, if I would work here and I cannot flip the screen anymore properly because of the HDMI connector. Also, when I work in the floating height, I have attached the field recorder, and then it's just difficult to tilt the screen because the HDMI connector is blocking it. So I would prefer to have something like the Z8, Z9, but it's not a deal breaker for me anyway. So yes, I think this is a nice little camera with a very good performance. Also, I like the 20 frame high continuous shooting mode, because there you have like almost no really viewfinder blackout. With the original Z6, the first one, I really had problems to follow fast moving birds or erratic moving birds, because you always had these slideshows in between, and then you couldn't really, you lost the subject literally. And with this one, I had no issues at all. It's fast enough. So the only thing I really hope Nikon can do is bring a dedicated bird AF mode. It would be really nice, and I think this camera at this price point would deserve it. Yeah, if you have anything to note, just leave me a comment, and have a nice day.